Hello and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to show you some cool stuff with engineering, more specifically just the toys and interesting usable items. One thing about engineering in Warlords that's kind of peculiar to me is how many of the just fun little items they've actually put into the Garrison building itself. Now, there is actually an engineering medium building, but it's not related to the profession. It does give you some cool gadgets, but there are some gadgets from the small profession building. So, we've got the blast rocket. This, which is a shield. There's also the Stealth Man, which is a stealth thing. And then also the Goblin Glider Kit. There's also 3 pets. We've got the lifelike Mechanical Frostboar, Axebeak, and Scorpid. I will just throw these up on the screen though, because I don't want to spend like ages grinding out the gear spring parts to get these. But yeah, I mean, they all are pretty cool pets. Now then, the more expensive, interesting items are this. Well, first of all, there's Fiddle's Loot-A-Ring. This will retrieve loot from a nearby corpse, so that's pretty cool. Then there is also the Personal Hologram, which is, well, just a hologram of yourself. And then the Swap Blaster, which will swap your position with someone else, providing you're not in combat. Now, the other items that you can craft here are a gun, which looks something like that. So yeah, there you go, you can make a gun. That's pretty cool. There's also a weapon, like, you know, a gun enchant. I think this is also a gun enchant. There's the Ultimate Gnomish Army Knife, which increases your mining, herbalism, and skinning by 10. In terms of other things, there's also Helmet's Heart Seeker, which is another ranged weapon affixment thingy, and that really is it. So, what's odd to me about engineering from the Garrison is, frankly, you know, unless you really want one of these guns, I don't think there'll be much of a reason to get it. So, yeah, I mean, I'm sure there are other profession buildings which maybe could be a bit more useful to you, like maybe the forge or the leather working place, because the only thing that really helps your character here is that gun. So yeah, a bit strange. Anyway, I'll show you these items in action. So first of all, here's the stealth thingy. Just move over here. Yep. Use that. I'm in a stealth field. That's pretty cool. And I can run around and be in stealth. However, it does wear off. So, yeah, not a great item. I mean, I can see that being a little bit of fun, maybe once or twice, but I don't particularly see why. Now, I'll show you these two in a minute. As for the Goblin Glider Kit, I think this is probably one of the more useful items that you can make. And I guess this tower is probably a decent enough place to use it. This is the tower that will contain your portal to Ashran, so that's pretty cool. So, how does this work? Cannot use on the ground. Okay, right, so I need to use it while I'm in midair. So there you go, it's basically the Goblin Glider Kit that we all know, and you can make it from the Garrison. I'm actually pretty happy that that's available to everyone, because it's an extremely useful thing, and it is technically a bit of an advantage for engineers. And generally, like, one of the things that Blizzard said with Warlords is they don't want profession benefits like that could really help out in, you know, in gameplay that matters. They just don't want that stuff to really matter too much or, you know, be too powerful. Now then, these other two things. We've got a rocket, which will do a big, well, there you go. Does 37k damage. How very exciting. And then this is a shield. This is the tank dummy, so if I attack that, you can see the first bit of the damage is, or it should be taken off the shield. I don't really know if that worked properly, but you get the drift. Okay, well, time to try out the loot ring thingy. So I'll just gather up a whole bunch of these Elix, kill them, and then hopefully it will all work. Now, these are only level 90, so this stuff's going to die super quick to my level 100 character. What I'll be interested to see is just if it actually does AoE looting or not. I'd assume that it will, because otherwise it would be just a bit pointless. Anyway, so they're dead. And let's see what happens here. Boom. So I get all that stuff, and yeah, it's AoE looted these guys, but not this one. And if I use that again, then, yeah. Okay, so if that is AoE looting correctly, then if you are mob grinding for profit, by the way, yeah, there's some times where, you know, you can mob grind to just, say, get, like, you know, cloth or something like that. So that could actually cut down on your time, because it's just a keybind to loot things, which I suppose is a very nice quality of life thing. Anyway, let's hop over to another character and take a look at the hologram. Okay, so here I am on the rogue, and, well, prepare to be disappointed, because this really isn't particularly cool. Now, apparently it says here that the image may react to some emotes, so Let's, I don't know, slash dance? Will it dance? Yeah, there you go, it's dancing. Look, this isn't... This is not worth 50 gear spring parts. I will say that much. There are better uses of your gear spring parts. Now on the topic of gear spring parts and just how this profession works, it's pretty simple. Hang on, that's the blacksmith. Never mind. Yeah, you go to your engineering person, you talk to her, you place a work order, then every 4 hours you'll get one of the gear spring parts.
Have a good one.
And then you can make things with said gear spring parts. Now, things like, say, this gun are very expensive. And, yeah, maybe these enchants are a little bit cheaper. But overall, I just don't think it's worth spending 50 on something a bit crap like this. In fact, you know, many of those things, apart from the Goblin Glider, do feel just rather muted and boring to me. So, really, this is a building that I find it hard to recommend. I mean, sure, if you are a hunter, then I suppose it does make sense getting the gun. But nothing else is really that awesome at all. There's maybe more fun stuff and more functionality that you could get from other buildings. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.